everybody is going to be talking about, even though they probably should. And the reason I bring that up is we are waiting for Vanderbilt to get that SEC win. Last year, it took a miracle drive from the South Carolina Gamecocks to pull that off in Williams-Brice Stadium. Will A.J. Swan and those be able to do that? Will they turn the ball over? South Carolina is good when they score other than offensive touchdowns. Whenever they just score offensive touchdowns, they're just kind of offensive. And Vandy could be in the game in Nashville. Boss man, what do you think about this game?
Before the season, I remember looking at Vanderbilt's schedule and circling this game as maybe this is the one where Vandy can get that win. So here we are, and I think maybe they can get that win. It's hard to pick Vanderbilt right now with the losing streak that they're on in the SEC. But they're getting better. I could see them getting it done. You just talked about getting defensive touchdowns or special teams touchdowns if you're South Carolina. Vanderbilt scored defensive touchdowns this year. Vanderbilt they did it just a few weeks ago. If anybody saw that highlight, you ought to go look it up. If you missed it on Twitter, when the Vanderbilt corner jumped the lineman and took one in for a touchdown on a strip sack, that was pretty impressive. So it's South Carolina just doesn't score points. As far as on the offensive side of the ball, Spencer Rattler hasn't been able to get it together this year. When you look at the stats, if you go look at the highlights, it's just kind of ugly on the offensive side of the ball right now for South Carolina, which is what I think gives Vanderbilt an opening here to win this game because Vanderbilt can score points. Vanderbilt has a decent offense. When they get it going, when they're playing competition that they match up well with. I think they match up well with South Carolina in this game. And the fact that it's not at Williams-Brice Stadium and it's in Nashville, while we all know that Vanderbilt does not have a massive home field advantage, I still think that matters.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Hammer. What would it take for Vanderbilt to end this streak?
You hit the nail on the head with your opening remarks. Don't turn the ball over and give South Carolina advantageous field position and handle your business on special teams, right? South Carolina, look, they returned a kick on A&M to start the game. They blocked multiple punts this year. So if you're Vanderbilt, just handle your business on special teams. Don't allow any big plays. Don't allow any blocks. No missed assignments on special teams, and you're going to be right in this game because Spencer Rattler and South Carolina offensively cannot move the ball. And that's even a part of the key here to me is make Spencer Rattler beat you. Load up the box, stop Marshawn Lloyd. He's a good running back, not amazing, but if he's able to get going, he can definitely get some chunk yardage and beat you. So I would just dare Spencer Rattler to beat me, which he hasn't done all year. So if you just take care of the ball, handle your business on special teams, you're going to be right in this game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Boss man, how do you think this will go? Final thoughts and predictions.
I'm going to take Vanderbilt. Come on, baby. Let's get them. It's time to break that SEC streak. Yeah. So it's I think it's going to be a very close game. I do expect some weirdness in this one. Shane Beamer brings the weird, the Beamer ball's back. So whether it's a special team score, a block punt or something, I expect something like that to happen. I just think that this Vanderbilt team is improving. I think that they've got an offense who can match up with South Carolina very well. And I don't think South Carolina is that good on offense. And so if you take care of the ball, you score some touchdowns, and this Vanderbilt defense, which is also improving, is able to hold South Carolina to 20 points or so, I think they can win this game. So I'm going to take Vanderbilt. I'll take them, say, 27-24.
All right, Hammer. What about you?
Yeah, man, I thought I was going to be picking a cool upset here because I'm on the same page. So now we sound like we're just reading from the same book here. But yeah, I like.
I didn't call him before this.
Yeah, look, Vanderbilt's coming off of a bye, right? And both of these teams' last opponents was Missouri. Vanderbilt lost 17-14. South Carolina lost 23-10. And the game is in Nashville. It's at night. Again, how much of a home field advantage will they have? I don't know, but it's not going to be Williams
That's
Brice.
a weird place to play. It's so empty. It's its own home field advantage by not being rowdy.
Yeah, it's almost like
Yeah.
a high school game. So yeah, look, I like Vanderbilt here. They're coming off of a bye. This is absolutely a game they've had circled from the preseason. You know, the coaching staff knows, look, we can win this game. So I think they're going to come out ready to play. And I just don't trust South Carolina's offense to do enough to win. So give me the Commodores here. I think, yeah, a close one. I'm thinking like 24-21, 2017, kind of another rock fight that Vanderbilt comes out on top in the end.
Yeah, how much did that game in Columbia hurt everything? Because Vandy is good enough to beat South Carolina. You wouldn't be surprised if they beat Kentucky. 6-6 was on the table for Clark Lee. They just couldn't close the deal in Missouri. Anyway, the game is at 6:30 Central on the SEC Network. South Carolina is a touchdown favorite. The over under is at 48.5 points. Should be a good game. It's a game that I'm going to be paying attention to, even though on the ESPN at the same time will be LSU and Bama.